Hey, welcome everyone. My name is Adi from Hit the Road Music Studio, and today I'm going to show you many plugins that I'm using all the time in my mixes. And some of them are creative, for creative work. Some of them are for optimized workflow. And this is very important for me because I'm doing this thing full time and I have many mixes every day, and sometimes I have to work effective but still concentrated. So this plugin will be a little helper for me to get the job faster done, but still with the full heart. And this can be interesting for everyone who is doing it full-time, as well as for people who want to be full-time music producers or mixing engineers. So this can be very valuable for you. Check out until the end. We jump in a couple of my productions and our productions that I did with incredible co-writers all around the world. So it will be interesting. You will definitely learn something here. So let's jump into the first song, and this song is called Not Made of Steel, that I wrote in Greece, in the city of Igoumenitsa, and later produced together with my dear friend and artist coach Katrin the Trill. So let's have a listen to the song.
Don't shed a tear, I've light this fire. Maybe I'm weird or I'm just queer. I'm not made of steel. I'm not made of stone. Listen.
So what I want to show you here is a small trick to bring more life into synthesizer and to space them better. And there is nothing wrong with VSTs. Here I'm using a couple of VSTs, like the piano from Addictive Keys, and I have an organ from Arturia, as well as Serum for the melody. What is it doing? Is it the 80s one? Yeah. And then we have a melody double, also by Serum. And the third one, Synth Houston. So 3 layers of the main melody. Later comes some Moog bass here and some crazy, I call it Moog, crazy Rhodes and crazy bass distortion. Curious what that is. I want to demonstrate you one plugin that they all have in common, and that's a free one for everyone. It's a free plugin. It's the Tal Chorus plugin. And why do you like to put it there? At first, what we have here, these are 2 knobs, and this is function number 1 or mode number 2. So these are 2 different chorus sizes that I can put here, and I can combine them so I have both of best words. Another button I have here is the stereo width and the dry wet function, as well as the volume. So the dry wet function allows me to blend in, for example, when it's in the middle, it's like 50% of the original signal, blended in with 50% of the processed signal. So this is already very helpful because I can put different amounts on every synth. And what it does is it brings life to my, I call it 2D synth. It sounds like it's just flat and here, just in front of me. But with the chorus, it starts to get more depth and it gets its own space in the mix. Let's have a listen without. Now with. And now in relation with the mix, with the track. Turn it off. For me alone through this plugin, again, it's free, it sounds more like a real synthesizer. I got one standing there and it comes way closer to this sound. I mean, I love these VST plugins and they sound good on their own as well. But this is just a little spicy trick just to bring more life into it and put it in its own space. Important is when you're using widener is to check your mix also in mono. To see, just to understand, not see, but hear what's happening. So let's have a listen to the same part, but here in mono. And even in mono it's perfect because I rather have the piano more up front than the organ. I want that the organ wraps around the track. The other stuff just supporting it a little bit more from the back. So here, very helpful. Don't forget to switch back from mono to stereo because you can drive yourself nuts. And I have it also in other settings. So when I'm using it on several synths, I put different settings that fit to every particular synth. So it's like building a wall of synthesizer. This is very helpful to give different depth and whiteness to the specific elements in your mix. Without. Here it's not.
Listen to me, we don't need to be the same, girl. I see the sun rise and take a deep dive into the labyrinth.
Oh, that's so good. I also love to dig into these older productions. This song, we could present it in Albania's biggest radio, one of the biggest, in Club FM, and it was playing every day. It was an absolute honor. So yeah, that's it. Check out the Tal Chorus LX, super easy interface, it's for free. Put it on your synths, play around with these different settings. For me, sometimes I love to have less settings and a faster result. So I'm happy it doesn't have too many knobs. And now I'm going to show you a time saver. And this one I saw on YouTube is a very controversial plugin. And I don't know how a plugin can be controversial. It doesn't make sense to me. It's a golden helper, and always when I'm in LA, I see it everywhere on the master bus. It became a standard and absolutely a time saver. And the plugin I'm talking about is the God's Particle. And the God's Particle is insane. I love the God's Particle. Let's jump into a production. These are songs that I write with the artist Ion MC ETC. And I absolutely love working together with this guy. It's like I'm writing the music, send it over to him. He says, I like it. He goes to the studio, writes some lyrics, records it. Sounds absolutely incredible. I'm mixing it, sending it over. Our conversations on WhatsApp, they are very, very short. Very, very short for a collaboration partner. It just clicks. So this is our latest single, one of 3 for now, called Lost in Your Love. And I want to show you the track with and without the God's Particle. The God's Particle usually sits in the master bus. At first I show you what it does, and then I'm gonna guide you through the plugin shortly.
I'm lost in your love.
Without.
I'm lost in your love. I'm lost in your love. Can you help me find my way? I'm lost in your love. I'm lost in your love.
Without.
I'm lost in your love. Can you help me find my way? I'm lost in your love. I'm singing in the morning. You got me dreaming in the daytime. You get me rowdy when it's playtime.
Without.
Never too busy, I'ma make time. When I'm away, I wanna FaceTime. You know it, you know it. Every day I'm feeling purpose and direction. Got me believing.
I absolutely love this plugin. And actually, it's part of my chain. So whenever I start, I even peeked over. So whenever I start a mix, this is already in the master bus, already there, because it make your songs sound finished immediately. It was at first a little bit difficult for me, especially because I'm like 7 years in my routine, how I mix. But this one was a game changer. And what it does, you have different modules here that you can turn on and off as you like. So this is the input, and the input should be more or less in this green brackets, inside this green brackets.
I'm lost in
I'm
your
over.
love. I'm lost in your love. I'm lost in your love. Can you help me, my
So, of course, use your ears. Don't use it just visually. So this is the input gain. When you are around the green brackets, you're in a good place for the final processing, because then the chain goes to the EQ. And the EQ, I don't use it really, because when I hear EQ why something is not working in my mix, I'm just going back to the mix and boost what needs to be boosted or fix what needs to be fixed inside the mix. So this one you can also turn off if you like. If you want to use it, here again green brackets for low, mid and high.
I'm lost in your love. I'm lost in your love. I'm lost in your love. Can you help me find my way?
And even when I'm boosting 60B, I'm out of the range for the top end. But yeah, I don't drive myself too crazy about it. So I see the low end is in a good position, the mid is in a good position. And if you're a little bit above, you can just dial the mids back. I don't know the exact values. And I don't have to, because I use my ears. When it sounds right to me, I just keep it. Especially after 6 years of mixing and finding tricks, how to enhance my mixes and make it louder and fatter. There was a voice in my head and saying, oh, this is not right. But at the end, it only matters what comes out of your speakers. It only matters how the sound hits the client and hits the audience and how people perceive it. So when it sounds right, it's right. If I'm pushing this button and I don't know the values, but it sounds right, that's it. That's your mix. Yeah, I always try to make some space to relearn what I learned before and don't take it too seriously, like all the tips and tricks, because I spent like hours and hours and days and days and years to get all these secret tricks, until I realized everybody have their own tricks. And this is the workflow from Jason Joshua. So Jason Joshua invented this plugin, of course, with the team. And this is like his mastering chain that he always had. And this is what he's using also. And I mean, you can hear the effect. You can hear what it does. So the next thing is the amount button.
I'm lost in your love.
When I increase it, it increases the amount of processing that I want to apply from the plugin.
I'm lost in your love. I'm lost in your love.
Here's, usually I don't use this knob as well. I have it on 100, and when there is too much processing, I just dial it back a bit.
I'm lost in your love. I'm lost in your love. I'm lost in your love. Can you help me find my way? I'm lost in your love. I'm lost in your love. I'm lost in your love. Can you help me find my way? What I'm feeling is more.
And now the last section, and then I go back to this, is the limiter section. Again, the song pops up. It comes way more forward. When I export the songs, sometimes they are squashed, like crazy squashed. But then I trust myself and say, but it sounded better. And then I send it to the clients and they say it sounded better. So it depends also on the genre you work with. If it's a jazz genre, I don't know if they would like that. But with this kind of music, you can squash it even until a little bit distortion is there. Just squash it. Everybody does it, and you gotta fit in between the songs in the playlist, so it's hitting the same way. You can also bypass the limiter.
I'm lost in your love.
And when I bypass it, it makes sense to increase the amount of processing.
I'm lost in your love. I'm lost in your love. I'm lost in your love. Can you help me find my way? I'm lost in your love.
I just love how much depth I have in this track now, and it just brings it to another level. It's like looking through a lens and then cleaning the lens, and you have a way sharper focus on the object. This is what this plugin is doing. And at the end, I can also change the limiting amount.
I'm lost in your love. I'm lost in your
until annihilation. And here I can see how much it's actually
I'm
limiting.
lost in your love. I'm lost in your love. I'm lost in your love.
So it's really working on those peaks that cut through from the snare, a little bit from the kick. And then I have the final one, the output. So I can still change the output gain when I'm too hot, too crunchy. For me overall, this is a insane plugin. And I don't wanted to buy it for a year until I went to LA to my friend Lazaro. Lazaro is one of the famous producers in Armenia, had a lot of hits, and his productions are incredible. He was so kind to bring me into his studio and show me his productions, which I will never forget, like this kindness, this generosity. And then he showed me this plugin, what it does, how he's using it. And he's having all this analog gear and master buses and everything he have. And still he's using the God particle to just clean up his tracks, make them shine and bang. When it's on sale, I think it's $80 or $90. Absolutely worth it. If you're still not sure, you can absolutely download the trial version, 12 days or 14 days, and see how it can improve your workflow. You gotta rethink your workflow a little bit, and don't let ego be in your way, that you learn so many techniques from the most famous people. Just let it be and listen again. Do a reset in your head with fresh ears. Just listen what it does and then see if it serves you or not. What we got here?
Do what it do, 3 ways to please, 4 play with you. I got you where I want you, in between the sheets. Ready or not, here I come, your pleasure's what I seek. You're breathing this season, I'm reading you.
Let's jump quickly to another production. This was our first single, Pleasures I Seek. Everything you can find on Spotify. Eon MC ETC, feat Adisan. Let's have a listen again with this track, with the plugin and without. At first in bypass.
One, don't you run.
Right.
One, don't you run. 2, what it do, 3 ways to please, 4 play with you. I got you where I want you, in between the sheets. Ready or not, here I come, your pleasure's what I seek.
Without.
Yep.
Just hear the 808, it's no longer... It's already banging and would be fine. But once you heard this sound is an imprint in my head, you know, so...
You're breathing this season, I'm reading your body language, don't need no Duolingo. I use my tongue to make you tingle. Recipe for ecstasy, strawberries and whipped cream, yo. You're steaming like a volcano, when it explodes, I'm at ground zero. Drinking and driving your thighs, I'm DOA from DUI. 1, don't you run. 2, what it do, 3 ways to please, 4 play with you. I got you where I want you, in between.
Incredible. Check out the God's Particle. Absolutely time and lifesaver. Let's jump into our next plugin. And this is a single I wrote together with the fantastic vocalist April Henry, really good friend of mine, insane vocalist. She opened for bands like Yes, got some TV placements, sync placements, and we are working together on a couple of singles now. This is one of the recent ones called On a Mission. So again, I made the beat, April did the vocals, and they are incredible. The plugin I want to show you now, and this is one that I absolutely love, it's called Suab. Suab allows me to create 808s, the craziest 808s, and I have so many options. Let's have a listen.
Ready or not, here I come.
Check here.
Could be you've shown me time and again. You don't
That's crazy. So I wrote this song, like the beat, I made it in Machine using Suab for this gnarly 808. But in the mix, it couldn't cut really through, like the kick. So I created another kick sound with another Suab. With another Suab instance. Why do I love this plugin so much? So this plugin has so many features, and this allows me incredible flexibility. The first module is sound, so I can choose between a sine wave, triangle, saw to make it a little bit rougher, square to really cut it, or super saw. And here I can even change more parameters and mix them with in between with different sine waves, so I can create my own shapes here and choose even the octaves as well as the width. Here I can tune it, which is an incredible function. I don't have to take samples, tune them over Melodyne or put them in a sampler or whatever. I can just tune the sample the way I need it, tune the synth the way I need it. And then I can put my own samples here or use what they have. It finds the root note. I can here also fine tune it, already have a low cut, high cut filter, impact, delay. If the sample is a little bit too late, I can just delay it. And then we have the X sub, which means I can even put more, it's like a subharmonic generator. So it can fatten up the kick even more. And this is just the first window where I can choose my sound. Then we have the modulation section. And in the modulation section, I can change the pitch, the volume, I have decay. If you want snappy 808s, just bop, bop, or long ones, boom, boom. The same with the sustain and the release time and the amount. This is incredible. Then we have a low pass filter to further control the tone. And here I can choose how much of the low pass filter I want to apply to the synth. So you see also the cymbals here, so you don't get lost. And then to the sample. And then we have a mixer session where you can blend in. So I'm currently using just the sample here because I just wanted the kick. I don't need it any more synthesizer. This is the subsection. So in general, this GUI graphic user interface is incredible, super easy. You don't get really lost here. If I want to work on the synth, I have the symbol everywhere in the same color. And now in the new version, this is already the Suab XL, I can add tape saturation, I can add distortion, I can even add more modules here, and have the tone section here, global volume, drive, so alone this hiss can help me to cut more through the mix. And yeah, absolutely, if you're working with 808s, of course you have a lot of presets here, you can buy new packs, and this is an 808 dream. This is an 808 dream machine, Suab XL for your production. Listen again.
Ready, but here I come. You say your simulation, I say your revelation. I'm not a video game, you're up to playing, boy. This is my life, this is my world. I'm on a mission, not just another
Again, the God particle. Without.
I'm on a mission, not just another girl. I'm on a mission, not just another girl. I wasted so much time on you, a mistake I will not.
So absolutely check out the new single, On a Mission with April Henry, and absolutely check out Suab XL. Suab XL is by the company Future Audio Workshop. Let's close that one. All right, let's jump into another production, and I'm gonna show you another plugin here. This will be for the vocals. And I wrote this song when I went the first time to Los Angeles, and Warren kindly hosted me and to produce like a pro team in Laurel Canyon still. So the first day I arrived, I wrote this track, What's Good For You is Also Good For Me. So the song is now called What's Good For You, and I collaborated on this one with Kelly Page, incredible vocalist. She really brought life into this track, helped again to refine the lyrics, put her own touch there, putting incredible ad-libs, and it was such a fun collaboration. It's one of my favorite tracks I ever worked on. And here's one plugin that you are for sure familiar with, and it's called RVOX. RVOX has only 3 knobs. One of them I never used in my life ever before. And let's have a listen to
Everywhere
both.
without fear. What's good for you is also good for me. I'm there for you and you are here for me. What's good for you is also good for me. Oh,
Here we go, there were some plugins missing, so let's have a listen again. That's the pre going into the chorus, and now we listen with and without RVOX.
all you and those scars need time to heal, but the love is strong, truth revealed. You know flowers grow everywhere without fear. What's good for you is also good for me. I'm there for you and you are here for me. What's good for you is also good for me. I'm there for you and you are here for me. What's good for you is also good for me. Oh, trust.
So RVOX is really good to bring the vocals immediately forward. And where is this helpful, that you don't have so many options while tracking the vocals? Because it makes them sound more complete, rounder, fuller, and upfront with just a matter of 2 clicks. And some sessions, they require a lot of time and they require fast action. So this is absolutely a time saver and it sounds amazing. I don't know what they are doing there, if I'm squashing the vocals and putting them up front, and I don't care because it just sounds good. So definitely check out the RVOX. It should be in everybody's chain. And I think it's $30, so there is nothing you can do wrong with the RVOX plugin. Let's have a listen again, with and without.
What's good for you is really good for me. I'm there for you. You are there for me. What's good for you is
Love,
really
where
good
is
for
it?
me.
Where are the vocals?
I'm there
Give me
for
this vocals
you,
back.
baby. I'm there
Here
for
they are.
you. What's good for you is really.
So yeah, check out RVOX, incredible. So one of my favorite reverb plugins is the Tegla Raummaschine. Let's have a look how it looks like at first. And I literally, after I bought it, I put it on 34 of my productions already. And it's just insane how it sounds. And it got so hard for me to get the right tasteful reverb for backing vocals, for big spaces, for example. And this one is absolutely flexible. I get finally exactly what I was looking for with just 2 knobs. So in the Tegla Raummaschine, at first, this is a plugin version of their incredible hardware. And what can I do here? I can change the input, pre-delay, so you can increase the perception that somebody is further away. Actually, the more delay you have between the sound source and the sound coming back, the bigger the room seems. So this is what the pre-delay is for. You have density, how dense are the frequencies? We will check all the functions on the backing vocals. Then the size, how big you want the room to be, from 0 to 10. We have decay time, we have the mixing knob and the output. And here you got also more presets on this little wheel. So we're jumping into the production from the band Tassout Animal, one of the biggest bands in Morocco that I'm working with now on the new album. And I used the Tegla Raummaschine on their backing vocals to just make them big. So you can hear this very long, beautiful reverb tail. And this comes from the Raummaschine. Because it's so good, I call it already, and Germans will understand, the Traummaschine. Because Traum means dream. Raummaschine means time machine. It's like a time traveling machine. And yeah, I call it now the Traummaschine because it just helped me so much in so many ways. I love it. I just blended a little bit, so I have this beautiful reverb tail that is, it's just incredible. Let's have a listen by changing the decay. And when the decay is by almost 0, you have something like a doubling effect, which I absolutely admire. Bring the density down. And by changing the size, you are changing the cutting frequencies where the reverb is cutting itself and reverbing back. There are so many options that you can use here. Get creative with your reverb. And it absolutely smooths out these vocals and brings even more depth into it. I love my Raummaschine. Check it out, incredible plugin. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something and I hope you discovered some new plugins for your chain. Try them out. Before you buy them, always test them for 2 weeks before you just spend money on something that will live on your hard drive unused. So check out if you can implement the plugins, if they make sense in your mixing environment, your mixing style, because we all have different styles and different ways to mix a song. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please leave your questions and comments down below. And I'm very curious to see what you think about those plugins that I'm using in the mixes. Also let me know if you bought them and how you like them, if you can get good results with it, or if you have any further questions. This is the community here, so when you leave a comment there will be definitely somebody to help you, and I'm gonna scan the comments as well to help you as well. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful time mixing and producing, doing what we love. Peace.